Alright, hello everyone. Hi, how are you? This is Kay. Great to see you again and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is the 12th of March on Sunday. So I will be doing my weekly forecast. Every Sunday I do the weekly forecast to prepare for our trades this week. So I will cover the Forex pairs and gold, WTI, and indices and Bitcoin and the news for this week. So let's start right now. Oh, by the way, there was one cancellation for the GTS class in April, so there are 2 seats available. So if you are interested, please let me know by email. I can give you more details. Okay, so good to see you again. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Let me say hi before I start today. Okay, hello Ashish, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining, and Ollie too, good to see you. Okay, weekly AUD USD, the market is close to the CP and Kumo does it mean anything? Alright, so let's take a look at the AUD USD also today. I will also check other charts. Okay. Then pound AUD weekly, could that classified as head and shoulders? Okay, let's look at that one too. Alright, Master of, good to see you. Rajesh, thanks for joining. And John, good to see you. Indian, good to see you too. Thanks so much for joining. And the composer, good to see you too. Thank you very much for joining. Pound CAD weekly looks like a double bottom. Broke the Kumo, although about to reach the resistance. Okay. Let's take a look at that one too. Alright, BB and Rain and Chia, good to see you. W4 and Indian again, good to see you. Emeka, thank you very much for joining. Okay, so now let's start. Let me switch to the trading view. So every week I check the weekly time frame just to get the overview of the market, because most likely within the week, the market tends to go towards the weekly direction. So today, I will focus on the weekly time frame. So first, I check the Forex pairs from Euro USD all the way down to the Swiss franc JPY. I cover the first 21 pairs on my watch list. Then move on to other pairs, other markets. So first, Euro USD. Euro USD has been within the Kumo, so I have been waiting for the Kumo breakout to be more valid uptrend, but it doesn't happen yet. Kumo twisted bullish, which was a good sign, and after Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, Gold Cross, and the Chikou span breakout, we are waiting for the Kumo breakout. And whenever the price is within the Kumo, this is like they are playing on the storm, so the market can be very spiky and volatile. So you may see some lower time frames are a bit spiky and ranging. So again, the best scenario for Euro USD is to wait for the Kumo breakout, the Senko span B breakout, and look for the buying edge. I can see that there are some new members in my YouTube live stream today, so just to let you know that the Kumo is composed of Senko span B and A. And when you see the bearish Kumo, then Senko span B is the upper part and Senko span A is the lower part. And when Kumo twists, Senko span B becomes the lower part and Senko span A becomes the upper part. So Kumo twist simply means that this is the gold cross of Senko span A and B, and this shows the long-term market momentum and the direction. So Kumo twisted bullish, so I think the price breaks Kumo bullish sometime in March. It may not happen this week, but sometime March, I think weekly Kumo will be broken, and that's when I look for the buying edge. So that's the Euro USD. So let me continue to check other charts. Euro AUD. So Euro AUD is it broke the resistance, and in terms of the weekly time frame, Kumo is now pointing bullish. There is Senko span B and Senko span A both up, and Kijun Sen up above Kumo, and the Tenkan Sen up also, and Chikou span above candles. So this is bullish. It broke the resistance, and this resistance level on hold on, let me check the price level. The previous resistance level on 1.5977 was actually the neckline of this W bottom. So I think this breakout was significant last week. Also, this W bottom was actually the neckline of even the previous W bottom here, neckline. And also there is even previous support. So this area became support and the resistance and two supports now. So this breakout was something that I was expecting to happen. But then now the price is near the next resistance, which is here 1.6231. And also Kumo is getting thin. Senko span A, B are both up, but the Kumo thickness is too small. So I think in this case, this week will be retracing, I guess. Retrace, and then could retrace to 1.5977, which is the previous resistance, and then finally breaks. This is my scenario to happen. So this will be the best scenario to buy when this happens. But if it breaks straight like this also this week, then we can also take trade. But then there will be the new resistance here on 1.6443. So you have to be careful. But once the break happens, then the next resistance pips we have is over 200 pips. And 200 pips is enough pips to gain to the resistance. So if it breaks 1.6231, then we can look for the buying edge. Otherwise, we wait for the pushback, the next pushback like this, and then we can buy after that. Will be the scenario like this. Okay, so that's the Euro AUD. Okay, next one is Euro JPY. Euro JPY is bullish because the price is above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo. However, Chikou span is touching, and Kijun Sen is actually above the Tenkan Sen. So there was dead cross here on the Tenkan Kijun Sen. So the market has been bullish for the last couple of weeks, but overall on the weekly is showing range. In this case, we can't tell which way it's going. So most likely we will stay away. I will stay away from this pair. This is unpredictable which way it's going. Last week was bearish, so it may be traced to Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen. But this week may be bullish, so we will see. Euro JPY, I stay away for now. And next is the Euro Pound. Euro Pound has been also range because of the Kumo flat. Senko span B is up, but Senko span A is now flat. And Tenkan Sen below Kijun Sen and Chikou span is touching the candles. So this is range. In terms of the lower time frame, like I mentioned on this yellow two lines, this is called the P wave that I was saying on the daily chart. Daily chart was showing the P wave triangle. So I was expecting either way to break. So when I saw this breakout last week, which happened on the 7th of March, I thought the market would be bullish after this. However, for the next 3 days, it retraced and back within the daily Kumo. So now this is a range to me. It's range, so I will delete the P wave, and I can't look for any trading chance on this one at this moment. So the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of the resistance 0.8976 to buy. So I put up above that resistance like this. Next is the Euro CAD. Okay, Euro CAD is it's bullish. Actually, it's bullish because it broke the resistance. So this one I will closely monitor this week. Kumo is bullish, Senko span B up, A up, and Kijun Sen is up. Tenkan Sen is also pointing up, and Chikou span above candles. And the Kumo shape is okay. This is not too thin Kumo, so I think this is bullish. I think this breakout was confirming uptrend this week. So I will look for the buying entry chance on Euro CAD. So I will flag this one in purple since this is up on the weekly chart. Okay, and the next one is the Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc has been bearish. This is bearish in the short term, in the lower time frames, but on the weekly is range overall. Kumo flat still, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span is too close, but looks like the market is retracing to the weekly Kijun Sen. So if you're thinking to sell Euro Swiss franc, then the target would be around 0.9747, again, which is the weekly Kijun Sen, and we have a room to trade about only 50 pips or so. Yeah, maybe less than 50 pips is the trading room. So it may not really worth the trade, but if the market breaks the Kijun Sen, then I think it goes down continuously. So Euro Swiss franc is bearish on my side. So next one is the USD-JPY. USD-JPY's range, basically no trend. The last week was for the last 3 weeks it's been ranging, so no direction, and the price may become into Kumo this week. So this is range, continuously tricky market. And the USD-CAD is bullish. I will be looking for the buying edge. So last week I mentioned that this was also the P-wave breakout. As I mentioned on this yellow lines, this was a P-wave break. And then I was waiting for the resistance break, 1.3704, if you watch my live stream last week. And it actually happened. And I was waiting for 1.370604 to break because this was the neckline of this W bottom also, and the P wave break. And now Senko span A is bullish, Kijun Sen flat, but the Tenkan Sen is bullish, Chikou span above candle still, so I will look for the buying entry chance. I can see that this is continuously bullish, and it may break the resistance, the all-time high, I mean the swing high of 1.3977. So I will definitely look for an entry chance to buy on this one. To the resistance, we have a room of 157 pips to trade. I think this is enough to trade. So USD-CAD, I mark. Okay, moving on to USD Swiss franc. Last week was bearish, but overall on the weekly chart is range. Since Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, the direction is range. However, the sellers are dominant still because the price is now below the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen Kumo, and Chikou span below candles. So sellers are dominant, so the market may break the support of 0.9061, and once it happens, I look for the selling edge. But for now, I stay away until the break happens. So this support level was actually also the previous supports. So I think we have to wait for that break, the clear breakout, to sell. Okay, so now let me move on to pound pairs. So first, pound USD. Yeah, pound USD, I'm still waiting for the break of the support around 1.1837, as I mentioned last week. But last week became doji on the weekly. So in this case, the market may be into Kumo. Most likely the price will be into Kumo this week. And the market may be ranging. And it may break the Kumo bullish also. So here I don't see any bearishness anymore. So I will delete these lines because this is no more bearish, and simply monitor and how it plays out. And pound JPY is also range. This is also range on the weekly because the market has been up and down and too many wicks in too spiky market. Plus the Kumo is completely flat and very small. Last week I also mentioned that the pound JPY Kumo is very small and tiny, but this week also has been very tiny. So in this case, this is the pure range and the volatility is really small. So even if you buy or sell, you may not be able to run profits on the pound JPY. So I will stay away until it breaks the resistance of 165.87. So next one, pound CAD. Okay, so pound CAD, I saw some comment about this one. Let me see. Okay, here, John said pound CAD weekly looks like double bottom, broke the Kumo, and although about to reach that resistance. Yeah. So I was waiting for the break of the support here and take sell, but since the market went bullish, I delete down arrow. And yeah, so there was a W bottom here. So we have to wait for the neckline breakout. Neckline and also the resistance break, 1.6692. And then also the resistance area is very close. And this is where I call the resistance zone. And I wait for the clear resistance zone breakout. So let me take the rectangle here like this, and within the range of 1.6692 and 1.6844, the market may be spiky, just like the price within the Kumo. So we have to be careful. Wait for the breakout, or wait for the breakout and pull back to buy. That will be the scenario. And then once it happens this week, then the target will be up here, 1.7388, and we have enough room to trade. From the resistance to the next resistance, we have 538 pips. That's enough room to trade. So that's what I will be waiting for to happen. And also pound AUD, this one also I found a comment about this. Here, Oli says pound AUD weekly, could that classify it as head and shoulders or something else? Okay, so here it broke the Kumo, and in terms of the head and the shoulders, it was inversed. Yeah, there was an inversed head and shoulders, so I think you can call it that way. So because this support 1.7223 was the same level on these shoulders. So yeah, this was inversed head and shoulders, and we wait for the neckline breakout, which is a resistance of 1.8276, and then the target will be all the way up to here, which we have 957 pips. So looks like pound AUD is the best pair once it breaks that resistance, which happens anytime soon. So yeah, pound AUD, I will definitely monitor this one. Okay, next is the pound Swiss franc. So pound Swiss franc is now bearish. This is called descending P wave in Ichimoku way, but descending triangle. The highs are lower, and lows at the same level. So this is the descending P wave. Sorry, this pen is a bit lagging today, so hold on, let me just mark this clearly. I think I have to reboot the PC. But yeah, here the resistances are getting lower and lower, but the support is the same level. This is descending P wave, and the seller are dominant in terms of this price action. in terms of Ichimoku, this is range, because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching, but in terms of the price action, this is bearish, and the support level is about to be broken. The support level is now on around 1.1050. We can wait for that breakout, and the target in this case is on the weekly Kijun Sen, which is 1.0866. In this case, since Kijun Sen flat, the target can be Kijun Sen, and we have a room of about 178 or almost 180 pips to trade. So pound Swiss franc looks also good once it breaks, so I will mark this one too. Okay, so let me move on to the next one, AUD USD. Okay, AUD USD, I saw one comment about this. Weekly AUD USD, the market is close to the CP. CP means, I'm not sure, sorry. And Kumo, does it mean anything? So Kumo is flat. Yeah, Kumo is flat because there was a Senko span A like this, and then now Senko span A is pointing down, but overall Kumo is still flat. And Kijun Sen still flat too. So this is bearish. In the short term, it broke the supports, so we can follow downtrend on the AUD USD on the weekly. But since Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat still, it may turn bullish anytime. So as soon as it goes up in the lower time frames, I recommend you to exit the trade. But since this is down in the lower time frames, maybe like a daily chart is showing the bearish. Daily chart shows that the Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. We had 3 dojis, and once it broken bearish, I think that will be significant. So yeah, let's wait for the breakout of 0.6564 and look for the setting edge. So yeah, it happens anytime soon, so I mark this one too. Okay, so let's move on to AUD/CAD now. Okay, so AUD/CAD this is also downtrend, but the price is now close to the support. And last week I said that the market retraced to the weekly Kijun Sen, and it actually happened on the weekly time frame. So this is now bearish. We have to wait for the Kumo breakout and also the Kijun Sen breakout, and then the target is down all the way to 0.8604. So yeah, we can wait for the break of the support and the Kumo and look for the selling opportunity. Okay. And next is the AUDJPY. AUDJPY is also bearish. So let's wait for the Kumo breakout. And then I think that would be good. Expect the market breaks the support 87.03 and goes down. So AUDJPY is also bearish on my eyes. There was also head and shoulders, and the neckline was broken. So this is, once it happens, I think the market will be bearish continuously. So yeah, that's AUDJPY. Okay, next is the AUD Swiss franc. This one broke the support on the weekly very nicely last week. So this one is also bearish. So I will mark this one and continue to monitor chart. So there is no support. The next support is all the way down here on 0.5345, and the pips is, I think, very huge. The pips is 719 pips down. Of course, along the way down, there has to be some retracements. So I don't think the market goes down straight, but long-term goal is here, 0.5349. So this is bearish. I will look for the selling edge on AUD Swiss franc. And next is the CADJPY. Yeah, CADJPY was bearish last week, and this one is about to break the Kumo. However, Kumo is very small. Kijun Sen is also flat. So this means that there is no sellers following downtrend. So in this case, the Kumo breakout may be fake. So we have to be careful. We can't really follow downtrend in this case. So the best option is to wait for the Kumo be bearish more and Kijun Sen points down, or the breakout of the support 94.62. So either wait for the breakout of the support or wait for the Kijun Sen down, Kumo down to sell before the break, and once it breaks the support, you expect the bigger reward, downtrend. And in this one, the target is down here, 89.22. There was a support in this area, so that will be the target. Okay, next is the CAD Swiss franc. This pair is also bearish. Yeah, it broke the support nicely. So next target is down here on down here on 0.6603. Yeah, as expected, the market breaks bearish very nicely. Okay, so in Kumo thickness is really nice. So when the price reaches to the support, it may retrace, but because of this Kumo situation, I think it breaks the support and goes down continuously. So CAD Swiss franc I will monitor closely also. Okay, lastly the Swiss franc JPY. Last week was bullish, you broke the two dojis, but overall still range. Kumo is still flat. Technically there was a Kumo Senko span B up and A up also, but overall Kumo is still flat. Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen below Kijun Sen, Chikou span touching. So there is not enough buyers to push the market up to the next resistance. So yeah, if I see some uptrend in the lower time frames, I might follow because of this two dojis break. But I think we have other better markets to monitor, not the Swiss franc JPY. Plus, this is too spiky, too many dojis, too many long wicks up and down. So most likely I choose other pairs to trade this week. So that's the overall analysis on these forex pairs on my watch list. So now let me move on to gold and WTI. So first, commodity gold XAUUSD on the weekly shows that this is still range, no direction, because the Kumo twisted bullish, but this Kumo is too young, too short to be trustable, and Kijun Sen is also flat. So looks like the market is range. However, so in this case you can look at the lower time frames. So if I look at the daily time frame, then the price is going into Kumo. So we can wait for the Kumo breakout to happen to expect the buying timing and the target to the swing high of 1959.01. So yeah, last week there was an N wave bullish. The price goes into Kumo. So you can buy now, but the market may be spiky. It may suddenly retrace down. To be careful, but expect the Kumo breakout happen and then reach the target. So for me, gold is now bullish in price action. So I keep watching the market now. Okay, and next one is WTI. WTI has been completely ranging on the daily and the weekly, so no trace, no direction, no trace. Okay, and next let me move on to index. After I cover index, I cover Bitcoin. So yeah, please wait for that. So here is Nikkei 225. So Nikkei broke the P wave bullish. So now this one is becoming bullish trend. However, the Kumo is really small and thin. The Kumo shape right now is really thin and small. And there was a pin bar. So this means that the market may reverse. This week or the month of March may be bearish. Is my view on Nikkei. Okay, moving on to the Dow Jones. Dow Jones went down very much. So last week I mentioned that the market may reach to the Kijun Sen. That's why I mentioned that here on the blue line, 31,757, and it actually reached to the Kijun Sen last week. So now this is turning bearish. The market is normal bullish, but this is now bearish. So if it breaks the Kijun Sen, then I think the market goes down furthermore. So Dow Jones is now bearish on my end. And then next one is Nasdaq. Nasdaq is now range to bullish because there was a double bottom neckline breakout. In terms of the price action, this is still bullish. So the price may go into Kumo. So the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of the resistance 12,905.4. So this is a bullish, but for the last couple of weeks has been ranging. Okay, and next one is S&P. Okay, S&P dropped down very much too, 0.99% down last week. So yeah, this one also reached down to the Kijun Sen. So I mentioned that this will be bearish, and it looks like it just happens. So now the price is going down. It may break the Kijun Sen and goes down to the support of this doji. So 3761.3 is a target. Initial, the short-term target. And once it breaks, I think downtrend will be continuous. So I will keep these arrows like this. Okay, so that's S&P 500. Okay, so let me see. Let me check the next one, Euro stocks. Euro stocks on the weekly is still bullish because the price is above the Tenkan Sen. So although last week was bearish, the price may touch the Tenkan Sen and it may be supported and goes up. So for me, this is still bullish. I think the market still reached to the next resistance, 43.97.3. And FTSE 100 is now retracing because it broke the Tenkan Sen. So in this case, the market may go down to the Kijun Sen, or it may go down to the support. Hold on, let me keep this down arrow. And Kijun Sen is weekly Kijun Sen is 7379.25. And however, until the market reaches to the weekly Kijun Sen, there were multiple resistances around 7670.77. So the market may be supported by the previous resistances and goes up still. But if it breaks, then I think it goes down to the Kijun Sen. So I keep down arrow below the previous resistances. So I keep down arrow like this way, so that you know once it breaks, I think the market goes down to Kijun Sen. Okay, next is CAC France. CAC France was bearish also last week, but since price still above the Tenkan Sen, Kumo itself is bullish near the resistance, so I think this is bullish. There is still the potential breakout of that resistance, 7382.99. Okay, next DAX index is also similar to CAC France. This one is also bullish. The price above the Tenkan Sen, the Kumo is bullish. Once it breaks the resistance, I think it goes up to 16,292.9. So this one is bullish now. Okay, next Nifty chart. Nifty is now still bearish. After the breakout of the Kijun Sen, there we have now Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, dead cross. Chikou span is touching. So this is now bearish. So this is not the best timing to buy yet. The best time to buy is when the market breaks the Kijun Sen and above the Kijun Sen. Because when it happens, then you will see the Chikou span above candles, and that will be the bullish sign. But for now, this is bearish. So it may break the support and go down to Kumo. Okay, next is AU200. So AU200 is also bearish last week, and this is called outside bar. This one is called outside bar because if I zoom in like this, the resistance and the support of the most recent candlestick has been including 2 previous candles. So this one is called the outside bar, and once the outside is broken bearish, then I think the market will be bearish down this way. So I keep down arrow below the outside bar support, and initial target is the Kijun Sen 6961.3. So I think once the market reaches to the Kijun Sen, then I think it will consolidate a little bit and decide which way to go after that. So yeah, again, AU200 in short term for me is bearish. Okay, next is Hansen Index. HSI Hansen Index is also bearish. So like I mentioned last week, this one is bearish in the short term, and the target is the weekly Kijun Sen 18653.81. So I will keep down arrow like this way. So that covered the whole index market. So now let me cover Bitcoin, BTC USD, as I see some multiple comments about the Bitcoin request. So let me check that one. So BTC USD on the weekly is range, no direction because the Kumo flat, Senko span B flat. Yeah, Senko span B flat, Senko span A is also flat or a bit retracing. Overall Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen still flat, Chikou span touching. So it's range. So we have no idea which way it's going in the long term. In terms of the momentum, this is bearish because the sellers are dominant, because the price is below the Kumo and the Kumo itself is really thick and long. So sellers in the long term are dominant over buyers in the short term. So that's the weekly analysis, and if we break it down to the daily time frame, daily is showing bearish because it broke the support of 21,386.77, and now the Kumo breakout is about to happen. So for me, Bitcoin is now bearish. Kumo twisted bearish. There was a Tenkan Kijun dead cross, Chikou span breakout, and Kumo breakout will be downtrend, I think. So BTC USD for me is still bearish. Okay, so that covered the whole markets to cover today. So now let me remind the news for this week. So hold on, let me pull up the news website, which I have it here. Okay, so here we go. So I use the news website called fxstreet.com, and so this week, this is the week of the 12th. So Monday we have no big news as usual. Tuesday on the 14th, we have news in UK, and also consumer price index X food and energy in the US, which can impact the market. Wednesday the 15th, we have monetary policy meeting minutes in Japan, and retail sales in the US. Thursday the 16th, we have GDP in New Zealand, and also unemployment rate in Australia. And towards the end of the day, there will also be monetary policy decision statement in Euro. And Friday the 17th, we have Michigan sentiment report in the US. And I think that's it. Yeah. So we have a couple of big news this week. So just watch out. But not as last week. Yeah, last week we had so many big news. But this week no, because this is the second week of the month. So that covered the whole topics to cover today. So again, thank you very much for joining. And welcome back to my YouTube channel. So now let me check some comments until I end the live today. Okay, good to see you again. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. So if you like this live stream so far, please press the like button before you leave. That would be great. And thank you so much for the support as always. Thank you very much. Okay, Rainy, good to see you. Peter and Raja, good to see you too. Okay. If you any Paul and Chindu, good to see you too. Alright, Photo. Alright, Shokoro, good to see you. Wong and Chinapa, good to see you too. Yeah, I covered Nifty index. Nifty is now bearish. Yeah, so here's Nifty 50. Weekly is showing bearish. So yeah, it may break the support 17261.50 and goes down. So I think I will keep down arrow below the support. Yeah, for me this is now bearish. There's no clue of when the market turns bullish. As long as I see now, this is bearish. Okay. Yeah, good to see you, good to see you. Right, so Ani also, yeah, Nifty is now bearish again. Yes. Okay, so let me see. Alright, Nasdaq is range. On the weekly, it's range. So the market may retrace to the weekly Kijun Sen. Weekly Kijun Sen is over here on 11,673.9. So that will be the target. Very small, but this is now a bit bearish to me. But there was W bottom neckline break happened previously. In terms of the price actions, this is bullish. The market may be supported around here or the Kijun Sen and then may turn bullish. So the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of the resistance and buy. Kijun Sen is only for the very short term. It may bounce on the Kijun Sen and then goes up too. Okay, again, good to see you everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, RI says, I love watching your videos and they are very educational even though I don't use Ichimoku for trading. It's a great way to potentially incorporate whatever knowledge it is you share. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. Yes, so I do use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in higher time frames to check charts, but at the same time I also draw lines and I also look at the price actions and yeah, see the overall market in this case. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Fernandez also, thank you very much for the comment, as always. Okay, the composer says, K, what do you think of entry trades when you see a very long candlesticks? Maybe it's better to wait for a new candlestick. Yes, I think so. When you see a big long candlestick, that means the market is overbought. Whichever time frames you see it, whether it's a 5-minute or 1 hour or the daily time frames, when you see the big and long candlestick, that's the overshoot. Most likely when you see the big candlestick, the next ones will be inside bars, or the market may retrace a little bit. So we have to wait for the retracement to be safer and look for an opportunity. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, Man says, what about pound NZD? Okay, so let me check that one, pound NZD. So pound NZD. NZD pairs are not on my watch list because my strategy did not really work well on these markets when I backtested it. So that's why New Zealand pairs are not on my watch list. But yeah, let me see, pound NZD, here is a weekly. Weekly is about to break the Kumo and also the resistance. So I think we have to wait for the breakout of 1.9678, and then I think it goes up to the next high, which is up here, 2.0312 area. So yeah, that will be the scenario. Wait for the breakout and buy. If it goes back, if it goes down, then stay away. Most likely the market will be very choppy if it goes down from here. So for those who are joining newly today, I will just tell you the best pairs I selected today, which are the purple flagged ones. So first, Euro CAD broke the resistance nicely, with the Kumo shape being very nice also, thick Kumo and uptrending. So I think Euro CAD may be bullish this week. And also USD CAD looks nice. This one is also bullish, and it's about to break that resistance too. And Pound AUD is also bullish, about to break that resistance nicely. And also Pound Swiss franc is bearish, descending P wave, and about to break the support 1.1050 breakout. And then AUD USD is about to break the support also. For me, this is downtrend. And AUD Swiss franc broke the support very strong. But this is like I mentioned, this is a big bearish candlestick, so we may see some inside bars, or it may retrace. Have to be careful. And also see the Swiss franc broke the support nicely, but it may be some retracement or range this week. So these are the pairs I selected today that has potential new trends or continuous trends. And basically other markets, other Forex pairs are range on the weekly. Okay. Okay, Retina says, I'm currently considering to go long USDJPY at 135. 135 is down here. Okay, go long. But feels like it's catching a falling knife. Yeah, this is still ranging to me. So even if you buy, you may not be able to make any profits. Yeah, this is, in the short term, this is bullish. Ever since the 16th of January, it has been bullish. But yeah, this may become head and shoulders, and it may turn bearish. The run number was 140 here, so which is close to the Kijun Sen. So the market may reach there, but then retrace and go down, and may mark the head and shoulders. So I don't recommend you to buy now on this one. Okay, so I see many other comments. Good to see you again. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, let me see. Oh, thank you very much for the comment. You're welcome, everyone. Good to see you. Okay. Annie, also you're welcome. Rani, you're welcome too. Lady Crypto, you're welcome too. Thank you very much. Yeah, February, I got some returns. Yes, I got around the 4% return in February. There is an archive live stream where I showed my February performance. Okay. Yeah, S&P 500 is now bearish. Yeah, hold on, let me see. S&P 500 is now bearish because this is going down to the Kijun Sen, and this may break the Kijun Sen and goes down and down. So this is not the best timing to buy yet. Okay, the BD says, do you think it's important to have a mentor for trading? I think so, because you know, by having a mentor, then you know exactly what you're doing correct and what you're doing wrong. Otherwise, you may just, you know, spend time, but no progress. Okay, so I do see many more comments, but I have to go now. So I will end the live for today. But again, thank you very much for joining today's live stream. And always, continuous support. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's see what kind of trends we have this week. But we do see some potential pairs trending. So yeah, so far since last December, we don't see big trends. Well, actually there are some trends on the AUD pairs or Euro pairs sometimes, but we still don't see big trends in terms of Ichimoku. So I'm still waiting for the big waves to come. But until the big waves to come, I simply plant the seeds. Like I mentioned on the past videos, I plant the seeds, I take trades by following my rules because we never know which one sprouts. And out of 10 seeds, if I have 1 or 2 or 3 sprouts, I think it's good because these only few sprouts can give me more than 10 seeds and I get the returns, I get the profits this way. So yeah, let's see how it plays out. So again, thank you very much. I hope you have a great weekend, and yeah, see you in the next one. So until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.